you don't treat the players like they're kids or even college kids, even though some of them are just fresh out of college. Treat them like grown men, obviously. We don't want to be demeaning and we don't want to put them down. We don't want to disrespect them. It's about education. I mean, that's what it is. You look at like coaches and high school coaches. They have to be a teacher. Like you literally can't be a coach without being a teacher. College, different thing, but coach, teacher, they're synonymous. They're essentially the same thing. You're teaching. And just because you're at the pro football level doesn't mean you stop teaching. You have to continue to teach. And you can't act like Brian Daboll knows that he's right. I mean, he just has that attitude. I'm right, you're wrong. And so even though he has the knowledge and maybe he has the wisdom and it's all good up here. It's all right up here. And it's all working out up here in Brian Daboll's head. He is unable to translate that to his students. He is a bad teacher and you need a good teacher, a leader, an instructor. Brian Daboll is not a leader. He is a quote-unquote guru, smart guy who thinks that he's right all the time and that everyone else is wrong. And that's not how you go about things. I mean, I've had that mentality in previous positions. And again, I'm sorry to keep going back to this, but I've had that people don't like it. People think you're an asshole and they don't want to work with you. And you lose the locker room. You lose the office. So I've tried to learn from that. And that's not to say that Brian Daboll won't learn from that, but how is he going to? He's not learning from it in another lost season. You'd think he would have learned from it last year. What happened from last year to this year? What happened? Because last year had the potential to go off the rails, and he tried to keep it on the rails, and he kind of did, and we were so close. This year, it's like, nope. And that's a question that the press asks after every game. What's the message? They asked this of the players. What's the message that is being conveyed to you? Is that message still true? Is it still clear? Is it still resonating with you? And the players, to their credit, have been like, yes. So is it the players not trying to throw Daboll under the bus? Do they really like him? I don't think so. But if he has done everything if Daboll has done everything in his power, and he truly is a good teacher, then that means you have students that are unteachable. Is that possible? Like if you talk to really good, really great teachers, they say every student is teachable. Every student. But you can continue to try. You continue to try different methods and you eventually reach through them. And that's what why every teacher is a teacher. They want to develop and mold and nurture and see their students succeed, because when their students succeed, they succeed, right? Does Brian Daboll have that mentality and that mindset? I don't think so. The perception, at least from my end, is like, this guy thinks his players suck. And he has like contempt and resentment and disdain for his players. That's the look. Those are the optics right now. Is it true? Probably not. But again, perception is reality. That's the perception, that you hate your players. Who are the players that you like? Who are the players that you love? And what are you doing to show them that you like them and love them? And I'm sorry, but I just don't see it. And I guess, you could point to someone like Bill Belichick and say, what the f did Bill Belichick do that made you think that he loved his players or liked his players? And it's like, I'm sure not everyone loved Bill Belichick, and I'm sure not everyone liked Bill Belichick, but they respected him for his knowledge of the game and his ability to coach and to teach. So it's like maybe Daboll has Bill Belichick's wisdom, knowledge, etc., but he's unable to instruct and to coach and to teach and to train. That's just been proven by what you're seeing on the field and by his decision making.